Hey guys, this is Anthony Morganti. I am MrPhotographer.com. In this video, we're going to take an image, I'm going to replace the sky, and I'm going to have the sky reflected in the water. So we'll have an image that starts out like this, and it's going to end up looking like this. You know, I've already done a lot of videos on Luminar 4. In the description below this video, I'll have a list of all those videos. When you have a second, check it out. Make sure that you haven't missed any. Also, if there's any feature about Luminar 4 you want to see me demonstrate, please leave a comment, let me know what it is, and I'll be glad to do it. If you could do me a favor, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and remember to click on that little bell so you'll get notified when I post a new video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you know of anyone that would benefit from watching this video, please share it. And finally, follow me on Instagram. I am at Anthony Morganti on Instagram, and in the description below this video, I'll have a link to my Instagram as well. All right, in this video, I'm going to replace the sky again, but in this video, I'm going to show you how to have that sky reflected in water. So you can see I have some smooth water here. It already has some reflections, and we're going to replace the sky and have that sky reflect in the water. One note, you cannot use any of the built-in skies in Luminar to do this. You must use your own sky, and as I demonstrate, you'll realize why. So I have the image. I'm just going to replace the sky. So I'm going to go to the Creative panel, the AI Sky Replacement filter. I'm going to go to Sky Selection. Now I mentioned we can't use any of the built-in skies. We're going to go to Load Custom Sky Image, and I have one on my desktop called Skies 48. We're going to click Open, and it will replace it. Now you can see I chose a colorful sky because the original image was really kind of drab, so I wanted to add some color. Now I don't like the horizontal position. You can see that it's too low. It's bleeding down in the water. I'm going to have it reflect in the water, not just come through like this. So we're going to go to the horizontal position slider, and I'll move this to the right and just kind of push that up till it's like right about there. So that looks pretty good, and that's fine, but I need it to reflect in the water. It just doesn't look right. So what we need to do is load this image again as a layer. Now that's why you can't use their built-in skies. You must use your own. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Layers panel, and we're going to click this little plus sign, and we're going to add a new image layer. And this will bring up Finder, and we're going to pick that skies image again, and we're going to click Open. And it's just going to flop it down right on top of our image and cover the image up. That's fine. Now, a lot of people like to bring opacity down so that they could kind of see their image underneath. Personally, I don't need to on this one at least. I'm going to leave it right up, but we need to transform it. I need to make it a mirror image of this vertically, meaning when it reflects in the water, it's upside down in the water. It's not reflected like this. So I need to go to Layer Transform. And then right here, this little icon right here will flip it vertically. So we'll click there. Now it's flipped vertically. Now I could just drag it down, and I'm going to drag it so it's just on the water. And this is why I really didn't need to lower opacity. I could see what I'm doing just fine. So it's right here, and you could see how it's kind of a mirror image now, and it's reflecting properly. I think I might have pushed it a little bit to the right. Straighten it. Just like that. I think that's pretty good. So we're going to click Done. Now, when it returns back here, now we have to get it to, just be on the water and nowhere else. Now, what I do, and I haven't seen too many other people do this that have been teaching how to have it reflect in the water, but what I do is go to the blend mode, and I use either overlay or soft light. Overlay, you could see, pretty colorful. Soft light, I think, looks a little more natural to me. So I'll go to soft light. So now you can see it's mainly on the water, but it's on these rocks too. So we need to brush it so it's only on the water. Now to do that, what we're going to do is edit the mask. So we'll go to Edit Mask, and we'll get Brush. Now over at the Brush Attributes, we want to paint it in. So we have the plus sign there. And actually, I think I'm going to bring softness down to begin with to like only 7% because I'm going to come up here. Now you can see as soon as I click my left mouse button, it takes it away everywhere. Now I need to brush it in. So we'll come in here and I'll get a larger brush. I'll hit the right bracket key and I'll just take care of this larger area right here right away, like that. Now what I'll do is I'll turn softness up to 100. I'll get a smaller brush and I'll come in here and I'll get these edges a little better. Now I'm just going to go very quickly for the benefit of this video. Obviously you're going to want to take your time here a little more and try to make sure it's not on top of those stumps. I'm kind of going right on top. I don't care for this video, but you get the idea, right? Even being on top's no big deal. But all right, so we'll get it in there. Now I want to look at the mask, make sure I didn't miss anywhere. I'll click on this little eyeball right here and you can see where it's in red is where I painted. So we'll get it in there a little better. All right, now I'm going to turn that off, that mask. And now I want to erase it from these rocks. So I'm just going to hold the Alt key and I could click here and click on the erase button up there, but I'll just hold the Alt key in, or Option if you have a Mac, and I could just come in here and make sure it's erased from those rocks so it looks better. And then I could come in and zoom in if I want to and just make sure it's erased from these stumps out here in the distance. Could do that as well. I'll just do it real quick while we're talking. Of course, I'd do a much better job. You know, if I was doing this on my own without trying to do this video. So let's, for the sake of argument, say I did all the stumps and it's perfect, okay? So that's, you know, pretty much it. It's in the water now. It's reflected in the water. We added some color. Now, I just want to make you aware of a couple things. Let's say you want to adjust this image from this point forward. All right. So we go to this creative, let's say, and let's say I want to, let's go to color. I don't know, just so I could demonstrate. Let's go to light, just so make it obvious. If I go to exposure and I turn exposure up, it's only going to affect the water. It's only affecting what this layer is doing. This layer is just on the water. So your adjustments here will only be to this part, the part we just did. So actually what I want to do is go to color, and I don't think it would be that colorful. I think it would lose some color when it gets reflected. So I'm going to pull saturation down a little bit. I think that makes it look a little more natural. But now if you want to do adjustments to the entire image, what you must do is go to the layers stack, click on the plus sign, and create a new stamped layer. Now once you do that, Luminar is going to combine the two lower layers into a layer of its own. Up here it's called stamped layer. Now any adjustments I do will be done to everything. So if I see how it's affecting everything now. So now if I want to come in here and you know, go to AI enhance, let's say, and add an AI accent filter, something like that. So it affects the entire image. So I just wanted to make sure you understood that, that when you add that sky layer, like we did right here, sky's 48, if you add any adjustments to that layer, it will only affect where you masked it in and not affect anywhere else. So I hope that made sense. I think I might have went a little too fast. I'm sorry if I did, but it's not that hard to do. Really isn't. You know, it's relatively easy actually. So I hope that helps you better utilize Luminar 4 sky replacement feature when you want it reflected in water. Thank you everyone who watches my videos. I really do appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon.